so freaking pissed.
All right,
Let's go to the hospital.
What's the next
Come on,
one?
sweetheart.
What's the next one?
Let's go to the hospital. You never tell me what you want.
I do.
This is a
Hallie, why are we sitting in the airport for 4 to 2 hours?
2 to 4. That's another thing that drives me crazy. You just proved my point of like your math is backwards. And I guess it'd been shaken up. Shooketh up.
But
yeah, because you wanted the milkshake and then you farted in my face. So it's like, I can't win.
When my wife, Hallie, disregards my disease.
Oh my God.
And this week, we're going to be talking about things that piss us off. I'm just mad today. Are you mad? Because I'm mad. Let's be mad together.
Make sure you stick around to the end for one of your questions of the week and a very special announcement from us.
Let's freaking get into this Half Past crew. Welcome to
Half Past Job.
Guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Suketu.
My name is Hallie.
And if you can't already tell, we're an interracial couple. I'm Indian.
And I'm super white.
Super duper duper. We talk about that. We talk about being an interracial couple. We talk about relationships, but we also get questions from you because you guys go to www.halfpastcha.com. So thank you for doing that. We have new episodes come out every Monday at 7 a.m. I don't know how we still are doing this, but we are because of you. So thank you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and like this video, okay? And if you're watching on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us 5 stars and follow the podcast. So then you get notified when it comes out on Monday at 7 a.m. All right, settle in. Grab your jaw and let's get into it. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. All right, guys.
We're switching it up this week a little bit. Kind of, but not really.
We're freaking pissed. We're freaking pissed.
I'm so freaking pissed.
All right? It's
White
bad.
chicks? Anybody?
I love that movie so much. And what we're going to do is I have a list of things that piss me off. It's not just towards Hallie. There are a few things in there for Hallie, but these are things that just make me so mad. Okay? Yeah. And I want to express them to you because I want to know, am I the only one that gets pissed off about these things and why do they exist? And Hallie's going to go through her list as well. We haven't seen each other's list. I think I know like one of hers and I know she knows one of mine. So we're going to get into this, okay? I'm going to do one and then Hallie does one. We're going to take turns back and forth, okay? I have a ton, so I don't know.
I do too. This is going to take a while.
I don't know what's going to happen. But my first one is bad drivers.
Ooh. That was kind of one of mine too because I just have people who go slowly. Hey now. People who are in the left lane and drive just really, really slow and hold everybody up. There was this TikTok that I saw and I've never seen driving the same way. There is never traffic. It's just somebody who's doing a bad job messing everybody else up.
And if that's you,
then
stop it.
Get out. You shouldn't have a license. You shouldn't have a car.
Am I a good driver?
You're probably the best driver that I know.
Should I be an F1 driver?
No.
I should be an F1 driver.
I want to talk about this a little bit because yes, you're a very good driver, but you still have your tendencies of being a bad driver. Let me explain.
Like falling asleep?
Yeah, for one, you do fall asleep when you drive. I swear that you have some like narcolepsy.
That might be
I think, yeah, because, and this sounds like really bad. I'm not even gonna, lie. I'll admit this sounds really bad, but you fall asleep a lot when you drive.
It's
not as much anymore, but like a few years ago, and like when we were dating, like I used to fall asleep. All
it's
the
not
time.
that bad anymore. But
but it's like not funny either.
No, it's just like
in the car.
It's just so soothing to drive. Like it's just like and then you fall asleep a little bit, and then you're like, oh. So then I got to slap myself a few times. It's a problem for sure.
Like, are you just really tired, or like?
No, like I've been getting good sleep, so I don't know.
Well, now, like I said, now you don't do it as much anymore. But I'm not even gonna lie. When you go on trips by yourself and travel, I'm incredibly concerned for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours?
This is something that you do, and something that a lot of other people do as well. I call it chomping, or chewing with your mouth open, or just making irritating loud noises when you chew. Honey, please. I can't. Please, I love you so much.
What?
I want to. I'm gonna hold myself back because it makes me want to lose my cool when I hear that from people.
So,
or like talking with your mouth open.
I know that I do this sometimes, but I gotta say it's not as bad as my father. This man chews. If you can open your mouth all the way, that's how he chews. Like he'll like literally, you can see the food processing as he is chewing.
And then he talks too.
Yeah, a little bit, spits out a little bit at a time, and then he puts it right back into his mouth. Yeah, that's bad. But he's a funny man.
He has so many other great qualities, but he does chew with his mouth open.
I don't know how we're supposed to tell him. I've told him a few times, but I don't think he knows. He's like, I'm counting to 63 because that means I chewed properly.
Like he counts in his head.
Yeah, he literally, when I was a kid, he would be like, you gotta chew 63 times for it to fully process. I'm like, 63 is a lot. Yeah. I usually do like 4 or 5 and swallow. Well, all right now. Hallie, I gotta go to mine now.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Slow people. People who walk slow.
Oh.
People who are slow in general.
Who'd like take their time.
Who just like have nothing better to do.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
This can involve driving too. So it goes back to the last point. Like people, you can just tell, like when you look at them through the window as you're passing them, they're just like, la-di-da-di-da. Like, but do you not have anywhere to be? Like, do you not, like, come on.
I think that's almost kind of frustrating too, which it sounds so stupid because, you know, we're almost, maybe it's because we're envious of people that have nothing better to do. But like, we're always just, not that we're in a rush, but it's like frustrating that people just take their sweet time, like crossing the street, for example. Like they see you coming and they still walk like the slowest snail's pace that you can ever imagine. And they're so unbothered, which I mean, to a level, I respect that. But like at the same time, it drives me crazy.
Now, don't get mad at me, but you fit into this category.
No, I don't.
Sometimes.
No, I don't. When I'm at a store and
at Target.
Okay, and
it just it's too much.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then don't come with me.
No, but I have to.
Why?
Because I have fun for the first 10 minutes.
Okay, well what's the point of See, that's okay. My point, I hate when people rush through every single thing in their life. Like you. You have to slow down and enjoy some things in life because I hate rushing through things.
So you're one of those slow people, is what you're saying.
In one way, yes. In experiences, I like enjoying experiences or enjoying hanging out with people. I'm not going to hang out with somebody for 5 minutes and be like, okay, bye. I just like it. It's like I don't get an ending or like a. It's not. It's like the feeling because of COVID that we didn't get a graduation, so there's not like any, not goodbye, but like closure. Do you know what I mean?
I want to know like anybody who's like ADHD, I have ADHD for sure.
Oh, you do,
and I just can't.
Let everybody know.
I just can't like sit there and talk, or
you can't focus. That's your problem.
I can't just like be there for an hour and not like do like I'm gonna go crazy.
Well, I like walking with people, or like if we're having a really good conversation, I'm so here for that.
I don't know what it is, man. I cannot. I get so like distracted. I'm like, oh shit, look what time it is. I got things to do. Gotta go. You know?
So you get mad at me because no, listen, Linda. Listen. You do get mad at me when I'm like, oh, I want to get this done and this done and this done. You're the same way.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, I understand your point of like,
I do rush.
Well, yeah, you do. But like, just in general, people besides me that take a really long time doing things, like, yeah, I take a reasonably long amount of time, but like, there are some people that like I've gone to do things with that I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. It's pretty painful.
Okay, come on, let's speed it up a little bit.
Do you have another one?
Yes, I do. I don't want to say it because I'm getting interrupted when you interrupt me.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I finished before you can interrupt me. See what I mean?
I just need to get my words out. Like if I have a thought while you're talking, I gotta
hold on to it. Hold
That's
on to it.
tough.
Think about it.
But what if I can't? What if I forget it?
Okay, well, that leads me to another point. You just say whatever comes out of your mouth without thinking about it.
I do that. That's something I do.
Yeah.
Why do you think I do that though?
I don't know. Are you afraid you're going to lose your thought? Don't you think you should maybe think about things before you say them?
The one thing I've ever always gotten in trouble for since I was a little kid, like in first grade, I got in trouble for it. In third grade, I remember a huge time I got in trouble for it. Fourth grade, I got in trouble for it. I just can't stop talking. I've never been able to stop.
Perfect for what you do now.
It's a trait. It's been passed down. It's been passed down from my mother.
She's gonna love hearing that.
She loves to talk, and I love to talk, and that's why you're seeing this right now. I just love to talk, and sometimes somebody else is talking. I'm like, nope. I got to get my words in there.
Yeah, and you don't see, here's the thing. It's like I feel so disrespected when people constantly interrupt me and don't let me finish or articulate my thoughts.
Yeah.
I swear.
I'm just kidding.
You're doing it right now, and I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm really trying, everybody. It's really hard. It's really hard. But what I will say is it does feel really frustrating, and I don't feel respected when people don't hear me out. And it's not like I take forever to get to my point, but sometimes I like to be heard, and it's frustrating when people don't do that. So I think maybe don't interrupt people. Hear what they have to say. Even if you have something that you think of, just let them finish and then be like, okay, this is what I think. Because that gives you more time to think about it and sit on it before you say it. So not interrupt somebody.
So I have a personal portfolio. Like I send out to, potential job offers or whatever it may be. And on that professional portfolio, I have a section of what I can improve.
Talking.
And one of them is active listening. Like I'm so bad at listening and taking that information in and then spitting it back out. Like that's something I need practice with. So maybe like you can like spit information at me and then I got to remember it and recite it back to you.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
But
that's for another day. Okay.
But I will say too, just to the point of that, I remember when we first started dating, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy talks so much. He talks with him. He talks like I'll just be sitting in the car and he just carries on a conversation with himself.
Well, yeah, because I love talking.
Well, what is there to talk about?
You can find things to talk about.
What is there to talk about? Like all the time.
Well, for one, the next topic, dishes in the sink.
Okay, that's your job.
Hallie.
We have our roles in the household.
Just wash the item and put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, come on.
Like it is so easy just to rinse it off and put it in the dishwasher's already open.
That's funny.
So it's like just put it in. It's so simple. And it's just a pet peeve that just pisses me off.
Yeah, I know the feeling. When you leave your underwear on the bathroom floor after you poop, yeah, you just leave it there. I have pictures on my phone where you've gone on a trip and it's early in the morning and you're just like, yeah, I'll just leave my underwear here. And I don't mind picking up clothes because I leave my clothes places too. But you're 5 feet from the laundry hamper when you're in the bathroom. And you leave it on the floor.
You're the king. You're the queen and king and princess and prince of leaving clothes on the floor.
Like 5 items max.
All the time.
5 items max, everybody.
I can't. I just cannot. I'm a very
And do I not put them away after like 6 hours?
Okay, if we go upstairs right now, is it put away?
Most of it.
Is it?
Most of it?
No, it's not.
Honey.
I literally just went upstairs. And it's not put away.
Honey.
I'm gonna end it there. You go next.
This is going really well. Happy anniversary, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Guys,
we did.
We just celebrated 3 days worth of anniversaries. We had our first day anniversary. We had our second day anniversary. So we got married 2 times, right? So we got married on the 17th, on the 18th, and then I proposed to get married on the 19th. So it's a 3-day affair.
We're anniversaried out.
Yeah.
We planned that really well, by the way. I just want to add. It's pretty impressive that
it is pretty impressive.
We did things on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of September. So we're a little anniversaried out. But in all fairness, we did talk about this episode. Like, I think I don't know.
I'm
I'd
just
showered.
pissed off.
We were mad at something. And I was like, you know what? That would be such a fun episode to do where we talk about how pissed off we get by things and like with each other. Like it's kind of the opposite of what we've done in the past with an anniversary episode of talking about things we love about each other. Now we're going to talk about things that piss us off about each other and in general, because not everybody is in a relationship or is married and experiences these things. So that's kind of why we went towards this topic. And also, yeah, we just wanted to try and switch it up a little bit because Suketu got his little feelings hurt one time. You did, and it's okay, and that's okay. I'm joking, but like it's okay.
It's your turn. Okay, I said the dishes in the sink.
I have one topic that's really relevant, and it's because it's happened so much in the last month. You sleep fart like nobody's business. It wakes me up as I'm breathing in and I'm choking on how bad it smells. Because it's like it comes from up under the covers, and I usually have the covers up on my face, and then they
right
start
into your
to lift.
nostrils.
Yeah, so it literally travels up the covers because you're turned the opposite way of me, and it just comes up and it just goes right in my face, and then I choke on it.
Let me give you some perspective on how Hallie sleeps. Everyone,
No.
Let me
acknowowledge.
I get it.
The
I
farting.
do it.
Apologize.
Look, I apologize,
It's
but this is how
traumatic.
Hallie sleeps. Okay, she's like, okay, mouth open. So she's letting all that air into her mouth.
And that's why it wakes me up and I feel like death.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's happened so much. I don't know what you're eating because we're eating the same things and that doesn't happen to me. So I'm just really concerned at this point.
This is revenge for you. This is revenge for you not letting me sleep right away because you start snoring so fast.
Are you joking? That's only when I sleep on my back. Sometimes I sleep on my side.
Yeah,
or
when
I
you're
fall
on your
asleep
side
on
is
you.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
When you're on your side, you fart in my face.
It happens. What can you say?
It's horrible. No, it's horrible. It's not funny either. Like the amount of times that I've woken up and been like, I mean, and like, you know how groggy you are when you wake up, especially at a time you're not supposed to be up. And I'll be like, I try and cover my face, but then it just lifts more of it into my face and it just feels like death. It feels like death is overcoming me. This is the end for me.
This shit pisses me off, okay?
What?
You guys ready? I have ADHD, right?
Yeah.
And I love to shake my leg. When my wife, Hallie, disregards my disease.
Oh my God.
And she tells me to stop shaking my leg. It pisses me off. Makes me so mad.
Because you're shaking the whole house like an earthquake.
I just want to just let me shake my leg. Just let me shake my leg. Okay? Like right now, I want to shake my leg.
It drives me crazy. It's so irritating.
It helps me concentrate.
Yeah, and I get that. And I'm a leg shaker too, but not if I realize I'm shaking the whole table and distracting other people. And you know what? To that point, I cannot stand when people think that they're falling victim to the world. And they think the world is so cruel. Everybody's out to get me. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of personality, you wake up every day and you make your choices, all right? And I understand some people are in really awful situations, and my heart goes out to anybody in a terrible situation, okay? Whatever it may be, in any capacity. And I understand that life is really unfair for people, but for people who make poor choices and make their life bad because they make poor choices and you think the world is out to get you, get over it. That's aggressive.
So you think I'm just a victim?
No, and I understand that you have ADHD and you struggle with that. And I don't understand that, right? Like, I don't.
Hallie's super calm. Super calm.
I'm trying to be understanding. Like, I'm not saying that to you, but like, again, you're dealt a hand in this world and some people have it a lot worse than others. But like other people that, don't have a lot of hardships in their life and make poor choices to get them in the situation they're in, and then they complain like, "Oh, my life is so hard."
What Hallie's saying is that she hates you.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't.
Next one. What's on your list?
Oh, well, that was a huge one for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a huge one.
Yeah. That was one that I wanted to talk about.
Interesting.
Yeah. People that because that personality type of people that it's like, I don't know. It's like my frontal lobe just developed one day, and I realized all these things. Like, you know, we've both worked hard to get to where we are in our lives, and we've, you know, had to make a lot of sacrifices. And, you know, again, we make our choices, and we've been so lucky in our lives to be dealt a really good hand.
I don't like people who definitely make excuses.
Yeah, make excuses.
Yeah.
You know, make poor decisions, and that's the reason that they're in situations that they're in. It's like, and it's hard to be supportive of people like that. Like, if you have friends like that, it's really hard to be, and I'm not acting like I'm on a pedestal.
Get over it.
Yeah. And I'm not acting like we're on a pedestal or anything, but it's like, you know, at the end of the day, we all make our own choices. Yeah. And it's important to realize that you have control over a lot of the things in your own life, in your day to day. And it's really hard when you hear somebody talking about a person that they're with that, oh, they just treat me terribly, but I really like them, blah, 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 blah. Or like, I hate my job and I'm just going to stay there forever because it's easier. And it's like, do something about it. You have that choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Complaining about problems that really are like, easy to go around.
Yeah. And people just don't want to do the hard thing, which is the right thing most times, and either own up to it or get the courage to do something about it. It drives me crazy.
This next one that I have, Hallie, it is so relevant. Do you know why?
Why?
Because we were out eating one day, not too long ago, maybe like 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. And we are finished eating. So we get in the car and Hallie's like, do we have to leave right now? It's like, yeah, we just finished eating. So we're going to go home now, right? And it just irks me because, like, I'm already in the car. I've already started driving. Okay. And she's like, do we have to leave? Do we have to go home right now? And I'm just like,
because
why?
It was our anniversary and I wanted to go on a walk with you. I wanted to go get ice cream. And I had mentioned to you earlier in the day, I want to do these things.
Yeah. But you could have just said, like, we should go get some ice cream right now. But you want me to, like...
Not all the time. I'm pretty upfront with you.
Okay.
I said I wanted to go to Lick, and I was like, this one's closed. Can we go to this one? And you're like, but it's like 15 minutes away from here, and that's far from our house.
No, I didn't. Guess what? We went there.
Because you wanted the milkshake, and then you farted in my face. So it's like, I can't win no matter what.
I am lactose intolerant. All right,
found that out the hard way.
Your turn.
To that point of talking about food and both of our emotions and everything. And I'm not even going to pretend like this is not something that I really struggle with, because it is being hangry and your attitude when you get hangry. And I don't know if I talked about it on here prior to, but there have been, and it's been like a very relevant thing in the last 6 months, or like, I don't know, I guess since you started exercising more, you're just a lot more hungry. Oh my God. Can we talk about when you were on steroids? You had roid rage.
Okay. Let's clarify. I was on steroids because
actually,
I had an ear problem, so I got prescribed like the steroid pill.
I love how I just casually drop like, yeah, you were on steroids.
I wasn't injected myself, don't worry. But yeah, that messed me up big time. Like, I was like hungry all the time. I was angry. I was just so angry.
You were a lot of things, and it was a lot for me to try and navigate and understand and deal with.
I get hangry a lot, but during that time it was bad.
People really laugh really hard when I tell. I always I forget, because just in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, you had steroids because you have Meniere's, and like it was trying to get your swelling to go down. Like, people don't. I don't preface that before I say, oh yeah, when you were on steroids. People are like, wait, what?
What?
Why are we on steroids? But yeah, so to that point, you've just been eating a lot more, which is good because you're very active and you need to eat to fuel yourself. And you okay, here's my thing. You don't always tell me how hungry you are, and like I'll make a lot of food, and like you'll because you just sit here and want me to serve you. Otherwise, you're like, I don't know how to get things. Yeah, okay. So like you don't know how to plate up your food, which is, I'm not going to say it's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Hallie, oh my gosh. This is my own issue too. I'm learning that you need to start doing things as well, because I struggle to do all the things. However, I'll give you food and then you'll be like, oh, that was so good, I'm done. And then come to find out you're still like really hungry and you won't tell me. Like, how am I supposed to know? Because I'll be like, are you sure? Do you want more? And you're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want any more. And then how am I supposed to know that like you're still hungry? Because then an hour later, you get really frustrated with me over something. Like, you exaggerate a situation and then come to find out you're hangry. Like, we got in this stupid argument and we were talking about something just completely irrelevant. And after I was mad at you, I cooked dinner, we ate, and then you're like, oh, I feel so much better. And I was like, what do you mean? And you said, oh, I was just really hangry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But in the moment, you don't know.
You don't
know. Like,
you don't feel hungry.
I feel hungry sometimes, but sometimes I don't realize it because I'm so angry.
What? That's like the whole point of hungry and angry. Hangry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. I do get that way.
And I get
you get that way too.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
I know. And I started this off by acknowledging I make a lot of mistakes.
You like talking about yourself, don't you?
That I make mistakes.
You like talking about yourself. This next topic is about talking about yourself.
Really?
Guess what?
What?
People who talk about themselves and don't ask about you, that just piss you off. Oh, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, I can think of so many people right off the bat.
Listen, if you are having a conversation with somebody, ask about them, right? Like, ask about...
Even if you don't really care. Like, just
what
ask.
they're doing, how they are, what's new. Like, just ask about them. Let them talk for a second. But then again, like, that's also bad advice because we do that. And then they end up talking about themselves the whole time. So, like, what do you do in that situation?
Okay, let's give an example. Okay. Hi, Suketu. How are you?
I'm great. I've had so much stuff going on. I got this and I got that. And then there's this. And yeah, that's what I got going on.
Like, how do you continue a conversation like that?
And so that's where the conversation ends. And then that person who's just talking about themselves just doesn't ask anything back. So then this person over here is just like, okay, what do I say now? Do I talk about myself? Now you feel selfish for going in and talking about yourself.
I know. And I hate that. It's like there's not really a good way to navigate the situation. At least I struggle with situations like that because, and I don't know, I found that I'm really, which is crazy because this is what we do, right? Like, we talk about ourselves a lot. But in social settings, maybe it's because I'm so used to I'm not getting enough social interaction, I think. I'm really bad at talking about myself.
Hallie is so bad. I'm so good at talking about myself.
You're not like updating on people, like what's going on.
I'm not good at that. But
see, that's what I'm talking about, though.
In an interview, my goodness. Yeah, I can talk about myself
so far.
4 days.
For days. For days. No. But like, really, I'm really bad at talking about myself. And so like whenever
you feel bad about talking about yourself.
I do.
Because you're like, am I bragging right now?
Like, does anyone really care? Like, what's the point of me talking about this? I just go into a deep pit of despair anytime I have a conversation with somebody. I don't know. I think a lot of people relate. To that.
Yeah, I think so.
Some, but then there are other people that like they can talk about themselves forever, and that's great.
And those people don't realize it.
Yeah, not all of them.
They don't know that.
I don't know. I'm trash at talking about myself, and you're also not great at it. So like whenever we see people or whatever, and if they do, or like, what about you? Which is not super often, then I like almost freeze up. I almost get nervous because like I think I'm just not used to answering the question, which sounds crazy, but like, yeah, does that make sense?
I get it.
I don't know. I get this weird social anxiety now where I just don't like talking about I'll talk about you, but I don't like talking. And you do the same thing.
Yeah,
you talk about me arguably more than you talk about yourself.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, let us know if you're that way too. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Because when we hang out with people and they only talk about themselves, then again, I do feel bad about talking about myself. And I'm like, oh, well, is that like expected that they want me to talk about myself? Like, is that how they want this conversation to go?
Maybe we feel this way because we never talk about ourselves and just let them do the talking.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we're the dumb ones.
Probably. I don't know.
We're finding new things out every day. Hallie, what's next on your list?
The age of self-discovery. Your 20s are a glorious time. Okay, let me see. What else? Oh, anything involving your Tesla. Okay.
Oh, that pisses you off?
If I so much as breathe wrong on your Tesla, the attitude that you get with me, the latest, oh my God, last week.
She had a bunch of crap on her fingers.
No.
And she was touching my buttons on my Tesla.
Oh.
And she was getting stuff inside the crevices of the button.
Okay, listen, let me just explain. And there are a lot of things that I don't even tell you about that happen that I just fix and we don't ever need to talk about it. And honestly, I've lost track of how many times that's happened. But the most recent example to what you were talking about this was last Friday. I decided to do my long run last Friday and you were coming with me and we went to this park and we were going to do it there. So I always take a shit ton of caffeine powder before I go on a run because like I need to just feel wired to be able to push myself as much as I do. And when I don't take it, it's a disaster. Like I didn't take it this morning, disaster. But anyways, I decided to get my caffeine powder and it kind of looks like, it's just like a brown powder. It's like a natural caffeine. It's not like
disgusting.
It's like basically a really natural pre-workout that's like not super bad for you, if that makes sense. I mean, caffeine isn't really good for you anyways, but you know what I mean? It's cleaner. So anyways, all I need to do is take this little scoop and I dump it into water and then I chug it. And I opened it and I guess it'd been shaken up, shooketh up. It'd been little shooketh up. And I got some of it on my fingers.
And it was wet. So you know how it dissolves a little bit?
It wasn't wet.
No, it was.
That's what she said. It wasn't.
It was.
It was on my finger. All right, good for you. It was on my fingers a little bit because it was shooketh, and then I just put my hand on the where the window button is to roll the window down. I put my hand there. I didn't realize there was a little bit of residue on my fingers, and oh my God, the way that you dealt with the situation, I was like, I'm about to lose my freaking mind. I can't do this anymore.
And she just had caffeine, so she was like wired, right? Anyways.
So I was like shaking. I'm like, ah! I was roid raging.
I handled that incorrectly.
You did.
But
you were like, oh my God, Hallie, are you kidding me? Oh, my Tesla, not my Tesla, not Nova. Oh, you're going to have to, look, it's in the crevices and it's not going to open anymore. That's okay. That's a little bit of slightly dramatic exaggeration, but for the most part, that's what happened. People,
I am sorry.
You freaked out, but that's what I mean. You freaked out at me. Anything. Oh my God! And do we even need to mention like you'd had your Tesla for 2 days and the lid,
trunk? That was all necessary, and I reacted well to that.
No, you did not.
Oh, trust me.
No, when you sat on the floor and started crying.
All right, let's not talk about that.
You did. You sat on the floor and you went.
But listen.
And you were crying.
Everybody, I had just gotten it. This is not even the second day.
It was the second day.
No, because you can only do it within 24 hours. This is literally that day we got the Tesla, and Hallie's like, let me open the trunk in the garage, okay? And it hits the top of the ceiling, or our garage door, which is metal.
Because why did the trunk go up all the way? It went up so high. How was I supposed to know?
Anyways, it dented the top a little bit, and so I had to go get it fixed. But it was within 24 hours, so it was fine. But I knew that it was within 24 hours. I reacted very well to that.
No, you didn't. When you sat on the floor and you got mad at me.
I did not.
Hallie! And then you sat on the floor and cried. And I was like, I'm going to go inside. I don't know how to handle this right now. I don't know what to do when people cry.
I didn't do that. But you can imagine what you want. My next thing, Hallie, is being late. As an Indian person on Indian Standard Time, I hate being late.
Have you been late your whole life?
Yes. Every second of it.
So I'm confused.
The only thing we are not late for.
You hate being late or when people are late?
When I hate being late and I hate when people are late. And the thing with me is like there's only one thing in my life that I'm never late to. And that's a freaking airplane. Me and my family used to
Oh
get
my
to the plane
gosh.
like 4 hours early, and I didn't realize like how crazy that is until like I started flying a lot. That's crazy. Why are we sitting in the airport for 4 to 2 hours?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 hours before.
That's another thing that drives me crazy. You just proved my point of like your math is backwards.
I say
4
that
to 2 hours, and then you'll say like, this drives me crazy. Like your rounding skills are just not it, okay? Because you'll say something's like $8 and it's like $7.25, and it's like, wait, what?
I always round up. I don't care.
But like people are like, wait.
If you
wait
say
a
like
second, what?
$85, I just round up to 100. Just makes
Like,
sense.
why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say?
I have a few.
Okay, go.
How do you want to do this?
I have about 6 more.
6.
I can do them. I can do all of them real quick.
Okay, do all yours real quick, and I'll do mine real quick because
Okay.
I've got like 4.
All right. Leaving the lights on. Oh, man. Hallie, this pisses me off. Listen, I travel almost every week, right? I'll check on the app, on the Google Home app, because our lights are connected to it. I know she's in the living room or the bedroom. And guess what? Every f***ing light is on in the house. Every single one of them. If you're not in the room, turn off the light. Okay.
I have a point to that. To just rehash these lights situation, which we've talked about many times. You, and anybody that comes here will take this to the grave with me. Difference in lighting temperatures. Do you know how hard it is? How hard it was and still is to this day for me. Hold on. How hard it was for me to not have. What do we have? 4,000 Kelvin? Is that what we have?
We have 4,000 Kelvin lights. It's
Who
perfect.
knows that?
It's perfectly balanced warm light and white light.
See, it looks. I don't like
It
it.
is perfect.
No,
it's
it's
not hospital light, but it's also not too yellow.
See, I disagree. I think it's complete hospital light, and I hate it.
See, we've compromised. Do you see this light? Do you see that light right there behind me?
One lamp.
That is yellow light.
One lamp. And that looks good. Think about if you're filming a video. Why have you filmed all your finance videos there? Because it looks good. You don't do it here or there.
Okay. I like yellow light, okay?
Thank you.
But in the house, it looks so gross. I don't know what it is.
If it's like extreme yellow, like sunshine yellow, yeah.
Okay.
But if it's that looks good.
I'll test out some yellow light. in the house.
Please.
I'll see what it's like. If I don't like it, then I don't know.
If you don't like it, isn't marriage and everything in marriage a compromise? Huh?
This is a great segue to my next point. Telling me to do things or correcting me or giving me unwanted advice.
That's called having a wife, buddy. Don't know what to tell you.
This is insane. I mean, I experience it at least 4 to 5 times a day.
Oh, your life must be so hard that I'm constantly getting you water and giving you electrolytes in your water and cooking for you and catering to you. Oh, your life is so hard.
Next, watching reels.
Oh, you love it.
Watching stupid reels.
My reels are hilarious.
Hallie's reels, everybody. She built that thing brick by brick. I don't know how she did it, but they're the stupidest reels in the world.
You love it. Don't even lie.
Sometimes I like them.
You love it. You love it.
But man, they're crazy. If you guys could see it, you'd be like, who is this woman? Because she built this. She built that for you, Paige.
Oh, and it's fantastic. It's popping.
Being indecisive. This makes me
And I know,
so mad.
as a woman, I struggle with being indecisive. And it's just my personality.
Just pick a place to eat. Like, I will pick a place. I'll be like, yes, no, I want Chick-fil-A. And you're going to be like,
You never tell me what you want.
I do.
This is a common
Oh my
struggle in
God.
our relationship.
Hallie,
Suketu.
I do.
Suketu.
Oh my God. Hallie, I fucking do. I do. I tell you what I want, and then you never want it. I'm going to move on to my
It's
next
because
one.
you always want Chick-fil-A. Oh, can we get Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A, 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 Chick-fil-A. I'm on road rage. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. Pop, pop, pop. Chicken sandwich, chicken sandwich, burrito, chicken sandwich.
Not letting me use your pillow.
This is one of my points. Literally, I have.
Let me use your pillow.
When you try and switch out our pillows, and you think I won't notice. You try and swap them.
Hallie's pillow is really nice, and I want her pillow, but it's not available on Amazon anymore.
We have the same pillow.
No, it's
yours
way
is
thinner.
Like half a centimeter thicker.
I just wish it was available on Amazon. I can't find it anywhere. If I was anywhere, I'd pay for it and buy it.
Your curve is just a little bit bigger than mine.
I just want your pillow.
Mine
it's
is
so
just
perfect. I can't express to you guys how perfect Hallie's pillow is.
So because of that, because he thinks my pillow is so damn perfect, and a pillow's like this big, guys. It's like only so big. Suketu, so I like obviously to have my head in the middle of the pillow. Suketu will push my head aside, weasel himself onto my pillow, and I'll wake up like at 2 a.m. and he's on my pillow, and I'm like, it's like so crazy to me. And then there have been at least 2 or 3 other times recently where I'll be brushing my teeth and he'll literally switch our pillows and like think that I won't notice. So like he'll grab my pillow, put it on his side, then he puts his on my side, and then I just look at it and I can like squeeze it and touch it, and I'm like, that's not my pillow. And he's like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's your pillow. You try and gaslight me into so that you can have my pillow. And I'm not switching you because it's fantastic.
Last one for me, Hallie. Never finishing a TV show because you don't want it to end.
I have problems. I have a lot of problems.
You have serious issues.
Okay, well,
we're gonna need to go
to say that
to the hospital.
Why? See, that's my other thing. When I tell you I have problems, you're like, oh, you probably need to go to the hospital. No, I don't. I just need you to like listen to me and be realistic. I know I have problems, okay? I'm very aware of that, but like not everything is a trip to the hospital. First off, you know how expensive the hospital is? It shocks me that you, being as cheap as you are, you want to go to the hospital for everything. Oh my God, I remember that was one of the biggest things that pissed me off when I first met you, is that any minor inconvenience, like you ate a chicken sandwich that like made you throw up, you went to the hospital. I'm like, dude, get it. Oh my God. Why are you in the hospital? I was like, is this normal?
We went to the hospital a lot for no reason.
For no reason. Yeah. And like, you say that to me now, like, oh, go to the hospital. What? No. Dude, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Are those the only ones you have?
That's all mine.
All right. Ready for mine? Suketu will oftentimes go into our pantry and or fridge and say, can I eat this?
I gotta ask my wife if I can eat it.
It's your house.
I grew up asking for things to eat. So I was like, can I eat this? And I'd get permission to eat it, and then I'd eat it. So I'm just used to asking.
Do you hear that? Do you hear how weird that is?
That's what I'm
just
used to.
do it.
Okay, I will.
Just do it.
Gosh.
Every single time I'm like, these groceries are for us.
Yeah.
They're not just for me to give you when I think you deserve them.
You know how you are like have a problem with finishing TV shows?
Yeah.
I have a problem with finishing food because I'm afraid that it's going to run out.
We go get more.
I know, but then that costs money. I have problems. I know.
You should maybe go to the hospital. You have problems? Let's go to the hospital.
All right,
let's go to the hospital.
What's the next one?
Come on, sweetheart. What's the next one? Let's go to the hospital.
What's the next one?
You're sneezing.
Okay, I sneeze a lot, and it's very
loud. You are
the
loudest damn sneezer on the planet.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
You are such a loud sneezer. I mean, like, and it's not just once. It's like at least 3 to 5 times that you're sneezing in a row.
It is what it is.
Consecutively. And it's so loud. Like, there's nope, that's not it.
Achoo!
No, it's 10 times louder. It's at least a little bit louder than that. And it's a very high pitch, so it just,
Yeah, it's so loud.
And I'll be like, why are you sneezing? Like, you sneezed 2 times. That makes sense. But, like, the additional 3, just like that, I don't understand. Last but not least, to finish off things that piss us off about each other. When you do something wrong, and then you yell at me like it's my fault, like, you'll throw something away that didn't mean to be thrown away, and you'll be like, Hallie!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one's bad.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Can you explain why it's bad?
I can't, because it's not my fault that you did something wrong. You blame me like I'm the source of your issues.
I just I think when I think it's your fault, I'm just afraid to blame myself.
But it's your fault and you blame me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So you think it's my fault?
Well, I think it's your fault because I'm telling myself it's your fault, but it's actually my fault.
So it sounds like you can't take accountability?
It's that problem.
You should probably go to the hospital.
I should.
And see
with
an
that,
accountability doctor.
we're probably going to go to the hospital. But
We're going to film this next part in the hospital.
the next part has to do with the question of the week. We got a question.
Oh, no.
I'm very excited. I'm so glad you guys have got to hear our moments of being pissed at each other. It's just we're just so angry with each other sometimes, you know? But we love each other. We're so some things are cute, like me being on Hallie's pillow. It's so cute.
So cute. See, okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to this wacko episode. We're crazy. We're doing, different things on this podcast, and we're excited that we have these amazing people here, which are you guys that love to watch our stuff. So we appreciate that. And we do love each other. I know we joke around and say, oh, we love each other, but no, we actually are each other's best friends. And these are all jokes.
And thank you for submitting your questions because this one's great. I have recently discovered you guys on my YouTube algorithm. Thank you, YouTube, for making this work.
Thank you.
YouTube gods, thank you. I've been watching your vlogs and podcasts nonstop. If you don't know, you should go watch my main channel and see some of our vlogs, our weddings, and everything are on there.
Everything that we've ever done.
I wanted to ask, what kind of outdoor sports are you both into? Either watch or play. So
outdoor sports that I'm into?
Yeah. We watch football when it's like big time, like when big ones are on. Like
the big ones.
Like if it's actually good, but it's we live in Indiana. We support
actually
the
do
Colts.
a pretty big.
The Colts suck.
We don't. They're terrible.
But basketball, fantastic. I watched a ton of WNBA with Caitlin Clark recently on TikTok. I don't have access to watch it, but I watch like every single game on TikTok. So there's that. She's fantastic. Insane basketball player.
Indiana's a good state for sports because we've got basketball. I'm not going to say we have football because we don't, but we have racing, which in May is a huge racing month here in Indianapolis. We got the Indy 500, which we love going to.
Love watching F1.
Yeah, love racing in general.
Amazing.
IndyCar, F1, it's all great.
But playing sports, I wish we would play more pickleball like we used to.
Yeah, I like playing pickleball and tennis. We do. We run and we lift all the time, and that's about it. I love doing some yoga or Pilates outside. I love taking my workouts outside. But as far as sports, I do like cornhole. I like cornhole. I like pickleball. I like tennis. What else is there? What else is there? Outside sports.
Skateboarding.
Oh, Suketu's a really good skater.
I like skateboarding. I'm not good at skateboarding. I'm not a good skateboarder.
But yes, you are. And then I like to rollerblade as well.
But that's about it. Thanks for submitting your question to www.halfpastshot.com where you can submit your own questions and stories. Hallie has a pretty important announcement to make, everybody.
I do. If you don't follow us on social media, Suketu posted and I reposted on my story. My leg is sweating. That happens when I get anxious. My leg is sweating. I've for a while been working on creating a YouTube channel, and I am coming out with my very first YouTube video very soon. I haven't decided the official date yet because I'm working on, I don't want to say perfecting my video, but I am. I know it won't be perfect, but it's going to be, the final product. It's not going to be absolutely 1000% perfect, but working on my first video now, and I'm very excited because really the goal is to exemplify and create stories, cinematic stories, movie-like stories of situations or lessons that I've learned in my life. And I'm in my 20s trying to figure out my life and everything around me, and it's hard. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat, and I want to make relatable, comedic, vlog-style content. I've been inspired by a lot of different creators on YouTube, and I can put my own twist on it, and I'm really excited. So I can't wait.
I can't wait. This is awesome.
I know, I can't either. And once I figure out the actual date of when going to be releasing that video, I'm trying to figure out what day of the week would be best. So let me know what day of the week I should do that. Yeah. I don't know. We were toying around with the idea of Friday, maybe a Thursday, because we do the podcast on Monday. We do blog post on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, there's something from us.
There's a lot. I still need to make my YouTube video.
Yeah. And I don't want to do Saturday because everybody does Saturday, but like maybe Tuesday through Friday. What do you think?
I think the best day is definitely like Friday. It's because you get home and yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Friday. I think Friday would be a really great day. But I'm so excited about that. And I'm lucky that I have you because you can help me film things and you've helped me understand the basics of like Final Cut Pro and where I can get my music from. And might I just add, picking music is really hard. So I appreciate your help in the process because it's been a lot, but I'm so excited. And on top of that, with announcements, our merch is coming out on October 14th. We said this last podcast episode and we're about to get everything really kind of up and going. We're going to have some promotional content to promote our merch because we didn't do a very good job of that last time and we just dropped it and we didn't really tell anybody and that was kind of dumb of us. So we want to give you guys a heads up. So that's why we're telling you now, October 14th, merch will be on our site and it is fantastic.
I'm
and
so excited to show you guys.
We worked really hard on it and we came out with quite a few options for everybody, different colors, different things of whatever they are. So I'm really excited.
Guys, we have a lot coming up. So reminder, continue going to www.halfpastshot.com. We'll have updates on there soon. And Half Past Crew, we love you. We thank you for your support. We're so glad we're growing this community. And as always, Half Past Crew, we will see you next Monday at Half Past Shot.
We love you guys so much. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you for being here. Oh, that's not cool. Don't. Woo! There's nothing in here.